What's going on, my beautiful geek culture? As always, I'm your boy O, and today we have a DC News Roundup. That's right, 3 topics in one video. First, the possibility of the Snyderverse being restored is closer than it ever has been. And then, James Gunn is holding on to his job after the WBD merger with Paramount Skydance. Oh my goodness. And then finally, Paramount Skydance plans on using AI after the Warner Brothers Discovery acquisition. You know I have to rip them a new one. So yeah, things are about to get a little bit spicy, baby. All here today on the 4KO. First up, the most important topic related to DC news at this very moment, because we all know the DCEU is failing to get attention. This is coming from Screen Rant. It is titled, DC Snyderverse's revival chances look more likely after major studio update. According to Bloomberg, both Netflix and Comcast have interest in Warner, given that James Gunn and Peter Safran's DC Studios lies within the parent company, Warner Brothers Discovery. If Netflix were to buy Warner, the streaming giant would have access to DC's movie and TV properties. That would mean a return of the Snyderverse on Netflix would finally be possible. All right. If Netflix had access to DC's library, then the only real thing that could stand in the way of Snyderverse's return is James Gunn's new DC universe. However, both of them can coexist. In the past, Snyder revealed that he would love to finish the Justice League trilogy plans in animation. And look, I just tripped over my words because I don't want no goddamn animation. That's right. The Snyderverse deserves to be watched cinematically, right? We don't want no animated TV show, no animated shorts, no animated films. We don't want it, all right? It would be cool. It would be cool because we all know that Zack Snyder would do it flawlessly, baby. But, no, we want this in theaters, all right? If you're not going to give it to us in theaters, give it to us on Netflix. Hell, I'll take that. Me personally, I have a 100-inch TV. That's right, Hisense, baby. So I would take the Snyderverse being restored right in my living room. Guess what? I would still be supporting it. Straight up, give it that view. How much do you want to bet if a Justice League film directed by Zack Snyder premiered on Netflix? It would be the biggest film of all time that Netflix ever premiered. You want to know why? Because the fans, the majority side, that is what they want. See, the reason why the two universes can't coexist, because they know damn well that whatever Zack Snyder put out is going to outdo everything else. The Ben Affleck Batman right now, that was stump Matt Reeves' Batman, right? For real. They will probably delay a part 2 if that was in development, because they would be scared. All right, scared. Now, when it comes down to Superman, it ain't even close. We all know that James Gunn's Superman failed to gather the same interest and audience as Man of Steel. So if you have Henry Cavill's Superman in theaters at the same time that you have James Gunn's Superman in theaters, or David Koy's what, it ain't gonna be close, bro. We already know this. Now, with that being said, if the Snyderverse does get restored, I feel that the fans will love it. Okay, the fans will enjoy having something that they were invested in. You know, I know a lot of people out there, they don't seem to understand that. They're like, man, you guys are idiots. Listen, when you're invested into something, it's hard to lose interest. Hollywood wish it had that kind of motivation these nowadays and dedication. You feel what I'm saying here? They ain't got no damn dedication. And today's final topic is going to tell you exactly why dedication is lacking in regards to that of Hollywood these nowadays. But when it comes down to Snyderverse, this is good news. Possibly being restored sounds good to me. I'm all for it, bro. Next up, Mr. Jimmy Gunn. This article is coming from cosmicbooknews.com. It is titled James Gunn's DCU Safe? Paramount reportedly wants to keep the creative teams. Oh my goodness, this is going downhill fast. According to a new report from Bloomberg, David Ellison's plan for Warner Bros. Discovery's merger with Paramount is to consolidate marketing, distribution, and streaming operations while claiming the creative teams at both companies will remain intact. Oh, hell no. David Ellison, what are you looking at? What are you paying attention to? Are you not seeing that this guy is failing regarding that of DC? Huh? What is the problem here? He does not deserve to be rewarded, especially when the results are not there. We see them. Only a blind man will miss it. Okay? James Gunn is not right for DC. He's not. His storytelling is too immature. He doesn't have a climax. He doesn't have the natural ability to bring out a true superhero. You get what I'm saying? Like, his superhero content doesn't feel heroic. That's how I feel. Even with Guardians of the Galaxy, I do not feel it with those guys. I just feel like they're a bunch of merch, and the only thing they're doing is just doing anything to benefit themselves. That's how I feel. I don't get the hero sense there when it comes down to the Guardians of the Galaxy. Same way I have felt about that of Superman. And look at Peacemaker. He's clearly not a hero. All right. So this man is not right for that of DC. I don't know what it is with Hollywood. Some people, they get so many chances to fail. How? Others, you might get one or two. Look at Neil DeCasa, right? Your girl for the Marvels. She's barely getting work. Whereas you got this guy, Jimmy Gunn over here, who continues to put out bad content and he receives rewards. No, David Ellison, if you do not see that this company needs a shakeup, my man, something is wrong with you. Maybe, just maybe, it's the good year that Warner Bros. Discovery had in 2025. But if you take a deep dive in the financial parts of all of those films, you'll find that many of them may have not earned a profit, like Superman. Hey, why is it that James Gunn is in charge of DC but has yet to make a profit? The Suicide Squad, Creature Commandos, Peacemaker, Superman, nothing has made a profit. Even though he slapped his name on the Penguin or DC Studios label on the Penguin, that still was not profitable. I mean, it was put on a streaming service. So at this very moment, how is it that he's going to keep his job and he hasn't made $1? That's a goddamn shame. Paramount Skydance, I'm easily against you buying that of Warner Brothers. And the next topic is going to explain exactly why. And now, the main reason why I am against Paramount Skydance buying Warner Brothers Discovery. This article is coming from comicbookmovie.com. If you're familiar with the 4KO, you will know this is my preferred site to get my news from. So shout out to them for continuing to bring the noise. It is titled, Paramount CEO reportedly plans to use AI to increase movie and TV output if WBD merger goes through. AI, ladies and gentlemen, AI. All right. In a new report about the current potential merger situation, Bloomberg stated that Ellison intends to take advantage of new technologies like artificial intelligence to produce more films and TV shows. According to Bloomberg sources, he intends to potentially merge Paramount, Warner Bros. Discovery to have an output of 30 movies per year. All right. This is stupidity. This is stupidity. You're going to use AI to put out more entertainment. Do you not realize that entertainment is sucking at this very moment because of AI? That's right. I feel that films are trash these nowadays because they're using AI already. He was just bold enough to say it. That's right. When you watch films these nowadays, you say to yourself, how could they make this writing mistake? Right? Good example here. You got James Gunn Superman. Supergirl has to go off world to get drunk because on Earth, she cannot get drunk. But yet, at the end of the film, she shows up drunk. It doesn't work that way. She's already super. We know this because she broke down a goddamn wall. All right, that's AI, people. That's the reason why you have that mistake in the goddamn movie. Because James Gunn, everybody, they're using AI. Talented movie directors such as Ryan Coogler, Christopher Nolan, all right, all of them, they're not using AI. They know how to give you something natural. A lot of these people, they don't, including David Ellison. What is his damn name here? Is it David Ellison? I don't goddamn know, but I want to forget his name really quickly at this very moment. I don't want this man anywhere near WBD. No, Universal, Netflix, come on with it. He is coming in here with the wrong attitude. First, you want to keep failure around, and now you want to add AI, take away the natural feeling of films, the natural development of films. Get this man out of here. Don't let him touch DC, ladies and gentlemen. In fact, don't let him bid. He should be banned from bidding on Warner Brothers Discovery. That's how I feel about this. There's no goddamn way he feels that this is the direction that they should be headed into. No. That $37 billion debt for Warner Brothers Discovery is about to be Paramount Skydance debt, and it's going to add more over the years. All because he's not coming in this thing right. Right, he's totally wrong. Talk about some goddamn AI. How the hell does he not know that that's going to affect jobs in Hollywood? That will be all, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you hype, make sure you like, and make sure you subscribe. And always remember, let the bon temps roule. That means let the good times roll. But in the comment section below, let me know, what do you think about all three topics? The Snyderverse possibly returning, James Gunn retaining his job, and David Ellison being so stupid. Let me know in the comments below.